It's Brandon, also known as Slither. Well, technically it's still morning. It's almost noon local time, which means 10 Pacific. We're hoping to get through all of Missouri, Illinois, Indiana, and get into Ohio. So we just stopped for gas in Missouri, and we heard this really weird buzzing sound. Apparently that's not electrical or anything like that. Those are cicadas. And it's like this, just 24/7. Hey guys, so we made a pit stop in St. Louis. Turns out that 5,000 is the ideal time to get an oil change, and there just happened to be a Toyota dealership, so that's cool. I really like this town because you can see all of the old kind of buildings on one side, and then all of the newer stuff on the other. So two firsts today. We have our first visible landmark from the freeway, the St. Louis Arch, and we have our first traffic. It's really bad. After you pass Oklahoma, a lot of the intersections look like this. Just sky spaghetti. Oh my gosh, there's a mouse in my shoe. Oh, look at that. Morning, guys. So the hotel Wi-Fi, as I said in the first video on the channel launch, is just gross. So I wasn't able to upload, so I'm just gonna combine these two videos. You're welcome. Get over on me. This is kind of cool. Are we over a river?
It looks like maybe the Ohio River. Check it out. Okay.
And this is a tunnel. We're just driving into the mountain. This is so weird. Okay. I mean, that's kind of cool. Wouldn't have been my first idea when constructing this road, but yeah. The only tunnels I've ever been in is like, you know, when you're way up in the mountains or like, you know, Griffith Park, stuff like that. Cool. Yeah, so we just stopped for lunch at McDonald's, and I just had my first realization that I actually am out of the state. Not because of the geographic change, not because of, you know, all the signage and stuff like that, but I was ordering, and they asked me if I wanted to Coke with that. And I looked up at the menu, and I saw there was a bunch of different things. I'm like, I'll have a Sprite, I guess. And then I realized that the soda machine was behind me. So their word for soda is Coke. Just all soda. That blew my mind. Alright, and we just hit the Appalachian Mountains, which, to be honest, aren't really all that mountainy. At least in comparison to the ones that, you know, I'm used to in Southern California. If you look on the ridge, maybe there's about a 100, 200 foot elevation change at most. Nothing fantastic. It's 3:04 local time. We're hoping to make it almost all the way. We're not going to hit Rhode Island today. We should about midday tomorrow. We've got another 6 hours of driving ahead of us, so we'll see where it takes us. So I'm on an iPhone, and I don't really have all that great of recording software, so voiceover, yay! So we just made a stop in Harrisburg, Pennsylvania, and the architecture over here is absolutely amazing. Look at that. It's beautiful. And of course, right next to all of their city buildings. This is downtown, just across the river, and the river actually divides the entire city into two. It's pretty cool. We're passing the shipyards of New York. You can see the skyline is barely visible way out in the distance. Should be getting closer soon. Alright, so we're coming up on the Washington Bridge, crossing the Hudson. Toll was $14. Remind me never to live in New York. It was pretty gross. You can't see much of the skyline because it's still really far off in the distance, but for those of you that don't know, the Hudson River is actually the state line between New Jersey and New York. Traffic is also really gross, which is iconic of New York. It's crazy because there was this throughway just after we got off of the bridge, and we actually at one point drove under a building. Hey guys, we just made it to Medford, Connecticut. Hotel's behind me. This place is packed. Apparently it's going to be some sort of festival in a couple of days or this weekend. So all the hotels that we went to were way overpriced and way packed. You know, luck of the draw. What are you gonna do? We did about 650 miles today, and only 100 more to go to our final destination in Woonsocket, Rhode Island. We are absolutely tired and famished, so we are gonna go get some Chinese food. You guys take care.